Alright, here we are again. After doing the tower page of Rapunzel, I am now going to do the other Rapunzel page with you. So get yourself something to drink, get a snack, open your book, this one, or maybe you're coloring in something else while you're watching. I really like you having here, and I'm going to use the same colors as I did on the previous page. So her hair will be in the same colors. I have all these colors here in my mug. And the vines will be the green. Also, I'm going to do Flynn and Mother Gothel, the same as I did on this page. So I don't really have to think about what comes next color-wise. So that's nice. And I am going to start doing the background. Now, there are a lot of different small pieces of background, so I hope I fill them all in, but I'm going to keep my paint here in case I forget some things. I did got the paint I had last time. It was completely dried out, but I didn't clean it off because I did do some mixing, and I hope I can still use it right. So I try to wet it a little bit, and I'm going to activate it, I hope, and then I can still use it. And I think I'm going to use the darkest one on the bottom, and then this really dark blue on the top part of the page. So that's what I'm going to start with. And yeah, not sure what, I think I used the 00 for the other page because there were a lot of small details, and here you see it as well, all the little thorns sticking out. So I'm going with the smallest pencil again. Let's check if this is good. This is great. Okay, let's go. I hope you can see everything. I do have a new, how do you call it? Camera holder and a tripod. That's what I meant. And yeah, I do like it a lot, but it's not the same as the top view that I usually got, because the tripod that I used for that, it died. I still use it for filming myself because that's the way he can film, but the view on the desk, yeah, it just died on me. So I hope I can fix it, and also maybe I will keep using this one, but I'm not sure. I do like it when you can see it well, and I think you can see it better when it's top down, so we will see. I'm going to the store to see if there's a part to replace the part that broke, and maybe I can just fix it easily, and otherwise I might have to buy a new one. Do like to have both tripods now. And also, before I'm going to speed up, because, well, you all know that I'm going to do the background as a whole, so that's not really excited. And also, all the colors I already used, I'm going to use here. So I'm going to put the note down again for you. But I do want to talk a little bit about my plants, because as you might heard already from me, I take care of people's pets when they are going on a holiday, and I do have a room for it. And this summer it will be really busy, but after I'm going to take back my small room, so not the big room where the animals are, but the small room where all the stuff for the animals is. I'm going to take that and make my room to work in, because I am filming in the living room, and I think it's really hard when you live together to film whenever you want. So I am going to create a little space for myself. I'm really excited about that. I do have a desk. It is in the attic right now. It's a cute little desk, so I'm going to put that there. And then the drawers, the shelves where my books are, and also where my supplies are. And I might do a big declutter slash organize with me before I'm going to move upstairs with all this stuff. So if you would like to see that, please let me know, because I think it's fun filming that, and I also really love videos like that. So right now I'm going to do the background, and I'm going to speed it up. I might do some kind of voiceover because I didn't really find fun music yet to do as a background music, because everything is copyrighted and it's really hard to find something to put on the background. So I might be talking, I might find some cute music, but okay. So it's my voiceover, it's not cute music, but that's okay. I am using my gouache here, and I don't know if I mentioned in this video, but my gouache is from Amy, and I will put it in the description below as well. If I don't forget, I'm always putting my books and my supplies in the description if I do a color along. But I'm almost done here, so we're going back to the normal speed. Alright, I did the background and I let it dry. So here I have the colors of the vines. And then this side, okay, I still know what it says. So that's better. And here are all the colors I used. I think I'm going to do Gothel first, so I can talk to you a little bit. I need the ivory, and I think this one for her skin. So the ivory, and the 189 is her skin. And then I think the magenta, yes, and the dark red are for her cape. And I do not know in which order I use them. And then I had a black one. The one is really small, so I have to, yes, here it is. Okay, so I have a black one for her hair and her boots. And I'm going to do her dress first. Or her cape, I don't know what it is. So I think this color along will be a little bit shorter, because I have a lot of things that I can do off screen or speed up. Because yeah, you already seen it on the other page. I will do a little bit of the vines, a little bit of the hair on screen, and Flynn and Gothel. Just so I can talk to you. Because that's also nice about these color alongs. And I hope one day I can do some kind of live stream as well. I've been watching the live stream of Yolanda coloring like her mom, and that's really fun. And I have been watching other live streams, but I'm not sure which ones they were. So I'm a little bit new in the community, in the coloring community, and I don't know everyone yet. But yeah, I hope I will. I did subscribe already to lots of YouTubers before. I wanted to do my own channel, So I have been following a lot, but yeah. If you hear something in the background, my neighbors are really loud. That's just how they are. And I get used I'm used to it now. But it's really nice weather and they're always outside when it's nice weather, and I don't blame them for that because it's 25 degrees today and I have been sitting here and coloring with the door open, but I just shut it so you won't be bothered as much with all the screaming. At least I hope you cannot hear it that loudly. Alright, so I used the magenta first. Now I'm going over with the dark red. So I just got my new challenge series on, my first video, and I had so much fun doing it. And from what I hear until now, you guys actually like the content a lot, so yeah, I hope you or some people might be able to join me in the coming challenges maybe, because it's so much fun to do, and I think maybe it's even more fun when we do it all together. But on the other side, I think that we all have a lot of plans and always busy, and sometimes it's just better to not plan a lot. Oh, I have to sneeze. I'm sorry. Hay fever season. But yeah, we have a lot of plans, and I also did a lot of May plans, and I do still have some days that I can color a lot. So I might be able to finish almost everything, but I'm not sure yet because my plans are ridiculous. I got my project books, I got 2 body colors, and I already finished one of those. And in the coming days I want to do the other because body colors I think are really important. Yeah, if you don't, if you need more time or it's not going to work, it's totally fine. It can always happen, but I do prioritize those above the normal spinners, the yeah, the books that my spinner chose. And I did my project and experiment books, my buddy colors. And in my experiment books, I have so many pages to do every month because I want to finish one of my experiment books this year. And next to that, I did 10 spins. So I had so much plans and I really learned from that. So firstly, I'm going to check how many project books, how many body colors I have, how many plans I have myself, and after that I'm going to do the random spinner. And the month before, so in April, I just spinned when I was done and I was okay for another book. So I did my project books first, and then when I finished I did the spinner, and that was the next book. And then when I finished the book that I spinned with the random spinner, I did the spinner again, and that worked as well. But I think that does make the plans a little bit less fun, and I do love me some good plans. So, and I also have to see what month it is, because once, oh, I'm sorry, I just kicked my tripod. When summer starts, I'm going to be a lot busier. I do work part-time, but I also have a business and I have a charity, and my business is really busy in the summer. That's the busiest time because a lot of people are going on holidays and they bring their animals to me to take care of. So I might color a little bit less, but also coloring is a way to relieve stress and relax. So yeah, maybe I just color even more. I don't know. I've never had a YouTube channel before, so okay, so her dress is done. I'm going to do the skin. So I did ivory skin and then I used this color for the shade. So the moment that I'm recording this, and I have been recording a lot today, it is Sunday. It's the 11th of May already, and I'm having such a relaxed day. Most of the days I do have some appointment or something to do, and today I was like, no, this Sunday will be a me day. And I just started recording and started coloring, and I'm having a lot of fun, so I'm really happy with today. Oh, her face is so scary. Look at that. Alright. And then I have so many ideas, so many things to make videos of, and some of them I've seen and some of them I have never seen, and it's so much fun to be creative. I'm really creative. I have a really creative brain, and then I also love to work out on my plans. So I'm not only someone who thinks of them, but I also want to do the project and not just think about it and not just plan it, but really make it happen. And I think that's a strength. I do have a lot of weaknesses, but this is a strength. So I hope there's a lot more coming. I will be a little bit busier with not only this color on in the whole book, and I'm thinking of doing one story per month. So Rapunzel is the story of this month, and then the dancing shoes is the story of next month, and then the story after that has actually a double page and 2 single pages. So yeah, I'm not sure yet, because on the other hand it's just the 11th of the month and I just want to keep coloring. So yeah, maybe I'll just do what I can. Might be better. Oh, I forgot her breast. She's a little bit skinnier. My dog is walking really slowly to her where she wants to lay down. She's so cute. She just turned 15, the 1st of May, and it's a Chinese crested, so she doesn't have a lot of hair. And she sometimes, that's, yeah, only the last couple of months, sometimes when she wakes up, she has her tongue sticking out, and it's so funny. Alright, now I only need the black for Mother Gothel. Sometimes I just don't know how to pronounce it, and I've heard it so many times. I'm sorry for Binky, by the way. He's loud. I don't know why. I think he's hearing the birds of the neighbor. He really likes those, or sometimes he just starts screaming because I'm talking. That's also what happens. Because he doesn't understand that I'm here alone and talking weird, because usually we just talk Dutch here. But I think he's responding to the words from the neighbors. Binky. Binky. Trying to get his mind off of things. Usually doesn't work that way. That's when I give him a treat sometimes. I've these dried bananas and dried cocos and things like that. Alright. So, Mother Goddle is finished. Then we have Flynn. What did I do? His cape. His cape was these two colors. I have to sharpen this one. I'm so glad I still know what I did, know what this means. I'm also glad that after this page, these characters are done. What I did see while looking at what stories are in here, I did see this one. And it's also the tower page, but I didn't want to bother right now, so I'm not going to bother, and maybe later, I don't know. Okay, so I did the cape. I think I did it with this color and then go over with the other ones, the bluish color, turquoise, I think, turquoise. I can say it, but not if I am thinking about it, and when I'm speaking English, I'm thinking a lot about the words I'm using. So, but it will get better. If I keep filming, keep making videos, it will get better. I saw one forum, I was checking if people actually in the Netherlands are watching Dutch YouTubers. And then one of them said, well, I love to watch English, in English language, but not if their English is bad. And I was like, yeah, I don't think my English is really bad, but it's not the best either. I do understand everything, and I do read very thick books in English, but talking is a whole different something. Yeah, a whole different talent. But with a lot of practice, and I will have a lot of practice, I hope, with this channel, I can make it work. And then also I'm better at writing than at speaking. It's also in Dutch. Sometimes I used to know what words I was going to use. But I do mention now already that I'm taking my time more in finding my words and not trying to talk really fast and yeah. So when I get nervous, I'm trying to talk really fast, but it's really not necessary. So I'm pressing a little bit harder on the black stripes that are already there, and then not pressing a lot on the rest of the cape. So I saw a video, I think yesterday, and someone had a black cat in her video on the screen who was walking over the books, which was really fun. And I was like, I do have 2 dogs. I have a cat, I have Binky. Maybe it's fun to at least show my dog and my dogs and my cat someday. But on the other hand, yeah, you're coming here for coloring, right? And I've been thinking of doing another channel with just animal things, because I have a lot more animals here, of course. That's because of my my charity. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It looks a lot greener than it looks on this page, but I don't really mind. We'll get over a little bit extra with the blue. Alright. So his shirt was ivory with that color. What is it? 268. That's the brownish one. And then I need the ivory. I think I did the ivory first and then did the details in this color. I'm going to sharpen those as well. So it's been 3 days that I burned myself here on my oven. I was trying to put croissants in the oven, but I touched it with my arm, which was really nasty. And then the first day you didn't really see anything, and it was so weird. I only saw that my skin was a little bit frumbled, if that's a word. Yeah, but oh, this is all hair. I'm not sure if this, no, this is his shirt. Oh well, it was just my regular flesh color, and then it turned into this a day later. It was so weird. So I'm not sure what type of burn it is. Maybe it's a 2nd degree burn then. But I'm taking care of it. It has been really painful, but now I don't really feel it. Yesterday I was at work, and since I work with animals, I was like, yeah, just put a little band-aid on it. But that's not good with burns. And when I took it off, it was so nasty, and yeah, I'm happy I'm not working today, so I can let it dry on the air. Alright, so this is his shirt still, I guess. I have a feeling that some things are really different in this page, but on the other hand, I'm glad it is, but because there are different pages, it's okay. Then we need his boots and hair that have the same colors. Let's see, 283 and 280. Let's see, his boots were more of the lighter color, and his hair was more of the darker color. And then he has these, I don't know what it is, some kind of belt thing. That one I'm going to make the same color to make him cohesive, because he's really fashionable. It's a fashionable prince that's getting choked on hair. So in this picture, I guess she just got it off. She was like, no, I don't want either of you. Leave me alone. She's It's really fun. Really like Rapunzel. And I like Pascal, the chameleon, and Rapunzel the best. Yeah, Pinky. I really need more of these days where I can just color. Because mostly I'm doing this before or after work. Yeah, even before. Or I'm doing it somewhere in between and finding a moment where nobody's home, and it's actually pretty hard to find moments to film, especially when you want to film as much as I want to. So I'm really glad that I'm going to create my own space after summer. So that might be in September when I have my own weeks off from work. And I really can't wait for that. It's been so hectic and busy, and it has been kind of hard mentally as well because there are things going on at my work that I don't have control over. So I'm just keep reading, keep working, keep keep doing what I have to. And it's okay, my job is amazing. But there are just things going on. Alright. This poor little boy. Oh, and his pants were brown, yellowish. I don't know how to call the color that I created. Alright. Maybe a little bit darker. Flynn Rider. Alright. Next one is his pants. 180 and 182. This is 180. Let's see. 182. So the same color I used already. No. So it has to be one of those. Maybe this one. 185. Oh, this one I think. 182, yeah. I think I used the light one first. And I'm doing the skin part last because I see that he has holes in his pants, so I have a smaller chance of forgetting that he has skin there peeking out. Really curious how this will turn out with all the blonde hair in the screen. I could also make it brown in this page, because we all know when she cuts it off, it turns brown, but maybe only the hair on her head turns brown. I'm not sure. It's magic, so it can do anything. You can see by his pants that he has been struggling. Just a moment ago he was climbing a tower and nothing was wrong. The princess was done with everyone who wanted her hair. I don't even know what Kerby wrote about this specific story in the book, because he does have his own take on it, and that's what I think is really fun. Alright. And this poor prince, he really was in love with her, wasn't he? Alright. Skin. $132 and $190. I think, yes. I'm going in with the lightest one first. He has a little bit of a reddish type of skin tone. That's what I made of it. It's not really red, but this has, yeah, it's a little bit darker than the fresh colors. But in a I'm burnt way and not in a in a good way. Alright. I'm not really pressing on this one, on this pencil, because then it will be really red. Oh, cat was sneezing. So this will be it for today, I think. And then the next time, you will see in a few seconds, but the next time I'm coming back, I'm doing the hair and the vines. And this is all the colors that I have left for that. So yeah, I'm excited. And we're a little bit further, so I will see you just in the blink of an eye. Okay, here we go. I just have 6 colors left and a lot to color. So that's funny. And I'm going to start with the vines. I'm going to do just a part, and I think I already mentioned it, but the last time that I shot the video, I did a lot of videos in one day. And also, I don't really know what I said. So I'm very sorry. But the plan is to do just a bit of the vines, and then I'm going to do the rest of it off screen. And for the hair, it's the same. Because you know how I do it right now. I'm just coloring the dark parts with the darker. This is the darker one, yes. With the darker pencil, and then the lighter parts with the lighter pencil. And for the hair I have 4 colors, so I will show you a little bit more. But I also showed you on the video of the page that is previous to this one. That was my dog. It's okay, Mowgli. Tomorrow he gets his painkiller injection. It's once every 4 weeks. And he does really well on the injection, so I hope he will feel a little bit better after that. I mean, he's okay, but in the evenings he's a little bit, I don't know, restless. I think the word is restless. He's walking to the door of the backyard, and then it doesn't matter if I let him out or not, he gets in and then he wants to go out again, and then he wants to go in again. He's acting like a cat. Sometimes he just doesn't know what to do. Sorry if that was in the way. So I did shot a lot of videos yesterday, or at least parts. I started my challenge. Just did a little bit for the challenge. But I still have time until mid-June. And my first coloring challenge for this month, so mid-May until mid-June, is to color page with the opposite colors than I would normally do. And I'm not telling you anything because you can see in the video when it's due. But I'm already having so much fun and also a little bit of brain error from it. Because I'm like, no, I don't want to do that color, but I have to because it's the opposite color and I have to. Okay, I'm doing just a small part with you. And then the rest of the vines I will do off screen. This video will be a lot shorter than the previous ones because we already did everything. So if you're not sure about something, you can watch that one. The color of the vines are these two. So the 287 is the darker one and the 174 is the lighter one that I'm using right now. And I'm using polychromos because that's the only set that I have. Alright, I'm going to do all the vines and I will be back in a second. So it is the next day because I really had to do something for my study. And the only part left is the hair. So this is what I made of the vines. I hope I got them all. Otherwise I still have the colors here. It was the 174 and 278. And the hair of the... Oh, this is a mess. The hair of the colors of the hair are here. So the darkest one is the 184. Then we have the 185, the 105, the 102. I have them all here. And I'm going to start with the darkest one, just like I did on the other page. And yeah, I'll just start. Okay, this part would be really dark. So yeah, so I am doing a study, and I already mentioned a few times that I am a pet care specialist, and I am specialized in rabbits and rodents. And here in the Netherlands, you cannot really, I don't think you have it anywhere, a specialized program or something, but you do have some institutes that think it's fun to teach you more about rabbits or other animals. And so I'm doing the, let's see how I translate it. It's in Dutch. I am already a specialist, but I am also helping with the okay, let me explain differently. I already know a lot about rabbits, about what they need, about how you take care of them, and a lot of people don't really know. They think they are these cuddly, cute animals, and they are cute. They are amazing. You can have a really good bond with your pet rabbits. But a lot of people don't really know how to take care of them, and that's what I can teach them. But I also can help people with their problems when a rabbit is aggressive or they don't want to go potty on the place where they should, things like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. And just with when you are a kynologist for, is it called kynologist? I think so, for dogs. You actually train people. People that work with animals know this, and you train people to do things different with their pets. And with rabbits it's the same, because most of the times it's something that you as a owner can change, and it's really fun because we also learn how to talk to people, and I haven't really, my English is not on point today, but I really feel for people when they have problems, and that's why I also like this. You really get in touch with those people, and I also think that knowledge is power, and that when people really trust you, when you really care about what they are going through. So that's also not something we learn because you just should already have that, but you learn how you can talk about it, and it's a part of psychology as well. That's what I wanted to say. So yeah, so the first part was konijnendeskundige, and that's like knowing a lot about the rabbits itself, and I already knew that, so I didn't really learn a lot about it. And now it's about bigger problems, like bigger cases when rabbits are showing behavior, like a behavior specialist. I think we can call it behavior specialist. So yeah, and I know it's weird. You probably don't know anyone who is a rabbit behavior specialist, but well, I am, and I love it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also still working on my study to become a pet grief coach. And yeah, so I just love that. I love doing that. And I hope I can help people with that in my career. So I'm really ambitious. Okay. I think I'm not going to do the whole page again. It's just repetitive, and I don't think you want to see that. But I wanted to talk for a bit. But now I'm going to get the second pencil. So it's really nice weather here in the Netherlands. It's yesterday it was 25 degrees. I think it's Celsius. I think it's a little less now today, but still it's amazing. I'm having my door open to the backyard. I'm really enjoying. You might hear all the birds. Most of them are probably from my neighbor, but some of them are just out in the open. So with the yellow, I'm just doing a lot on, what do you call it, feeling? How I feel I should do it. And there's 4 yellow colors, so I'm just trying to fill in. Oh, this one doesn't have the dark one. I'm trying to fill in plus minus half of it now with these 2 colors. And then after, I'm still having 2 colors to fill the rest of it up. And the parts where I think that are having more shade, those parts I'm doing more these 2 dark colors. And then this part, it's really light, so I'm leaving that for the lighter colors. So that's how I go about it a little bit. Sorry if you can hear the neighbors. They always talk very loud. So I'm really enjoying this weather, even though I'm inside most of the time because I just don't really feel like going outside. I didn't do anything in my garden this year, and I'm not going to because, yeah, I'm having a lot of stress, and I know gardening is stress reducing, but it's also another task to do. So I'm not going to do anything in my garden, just get rid of the weeds when it's not this hot. I hope it's less hot next week so I can maybe start the next week. I also have a lot of work. Alright. I think that's it for those two colors, and I'm going to do the rest of the hair off screen because I think that's better, and I just don't want to bore you with doing the same details over and over. And wouldn't it be nice to have a little bit of a shorter video, because the rest of the book it will be all long videos again, so yeah. So I saw someone who already did these pages, yeah, both of them, and I'm so sorry, I forgot who it was, but she made Rapunzel into a redhead, and I thought it was so funny because she is acting fierce. So yeah, it makes sense. So this is, after this I just have one color left, and with the last color I'm just going over every piece, everything that so I'm doing everything that I missed, but I'm also blending the parts that I already do out. And I think that looks really nice, so at least I hope so. I think I already did the same with the other page. Also, I just can't wait to start the next page, the dancing shoes. I know the shoes should be red, so I'm going to do the shoes red. I'm a little bit of a traditional person. When there are animals in a book, I always want to color them the color that they are in real life. So in that sense, I'm traditional, and I really feel like I should take a look at what the original looks like. But that's the only thing that I'm going to look up for the next page. Or I'm not going to look it up because I know they are red. But that's the only thing that I'm doing. I'm not going to check out the whole story, because I also think that using your own creativity and your own brain is really nice. So you should do whatever you feel like. That's the fun in coloring, right? That everyone is doing what they feel like is right for that page, and that's why I love it. I'm going to do a little bit of this color, and then I'm going over with the lightest one. And I'm going over all of it, so it also blends. And then I know I didn't miss any part, like this. I've been researching water-based markers. Because I have Stabilos, but those are just, I think, 20 colors or not a lot, and I'm using them a lot in my experiment book, so I was thinking of getting the Ohuhus. They have a set of, I think it was 160 water-based markers, and they weren't that expensive. I think they were like 50 euros. Yeah, I think 50 euros or something, so I think I might go for those. Here in the Netherlands, most of the people get a, yeah, we call it holiday money or vacation money, vakantiegeld, and most of the people get it in May, and it's 8% of your what you make when you work for a boss, at least. And I also get it, so we have to set a lot of it aside for our new mortgage, but I also want to get some new supplies. I'm really eyeing a new pencil set and some markers because I just don't have a lot of supplies, and I don't need that many, but I do like the mixed media, and I feel like sometimes I just want to use other things that I don't have yet. So I'm really going to do some shopping for new supplies, not a lot, but some. And I think the water-based markers will be definitely on the list. And then also my gel pens, they are a budget brand and they are all out of ink. So I think I'm going to get some jelly roll, Sakura jelly rolls. Alright. I think it looks very nice. And with the hair, I just don't know where I already went. It's a little bit of the problem, but I think, yeah. I'm going to do the rest of the page and then I will show you what it looks like when it is finished. I'm so excited that this page comes to an end, so we can start this one. And I'm already thinking about the moon and doing a really dark background again, so yeah. But let's just first finish this one. I will see you in a second and show you what I made of it. Alright, the page is done. I think looking at both of them, it's pretty fun, isn't it? I kind of like them. There are things that I would do differently, but I'm just going to put the date on there. It's the 13th of May, 25. And yeah, that's 6 days after I finished this one. And yeah, I love it so much that you are watching these videos, and stay tuned for the next one because this is a double spread page. It's the first one that I'm going to do as a double spread in one video, at least the whole page. I already did these two, of course, but this is the real deal, and I can't even fit it in full frame, but it's the red shoes, or the dancing shoes. Let's see, the red shoes it's called. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you put a reaction in the reaction box, and subscribe if you like it, and I will see you soon. Bye.